This is really important if you're an advisor or financial services professional and you want to make your life easier, save a huge amount of time, improve your marketing, increase your sales, and build a better business. You need to reside to the fact, like I now have, that you have to have 2 systems that run your business. Imagine only using your network system. The client comes into the business, they go into that system, you start filling out your fact find, you ask for the client documentation, you maybe leverage the client portal, you're doing your research, you're giving your advice, you're doing all of the compliance stuff. That is a necessary evil that we have to follow in the business. But in 2024 and going into the future, we now have AI, we now have automation. Systems and processes are the key to scale. And if you don't have a secondary system in your business that manages your marketing, your sales, your customer journey, your retention of existing clients, your nurturing of the ongoing relationships for leads as well as for clients, then you are going to fall behind and your business is going to be taken by somebody else who has implemented that into their business. As of the 8th of October, 2024, I've been directly authorized with the Financial Conduct Authority for 16 years. Now, before I continue and blow your mind with systems and processes, optimization and improvement, please make sure that you subscribe to the channel, you leave me a comment below, you make sure you hit that bell notification to get told every single week when we release videos specifically for you to help you generate leads, increase sales, and maximize your business profits. Now, as I said, 16 years as a directly authorized firm, I've always had a system that manages my compliance. If you're part of a network, whether you're an IFA, a mortgage broker, in insurance or commercial, you will have something that manages compliance. We do too. We now use a system called Acre. It's probably the best of a bad bunch in the industry, but here's the kicker. Yes, it manages our fact finds, our client portal, our ID checks, our Experian and Equifax searches, our recommendations, our suitability letters. It even has some of the data in terms of the sales that we make. It pays my advisors their commission. But this is the most important thing you need to understand. All the things that it doesn't do that grows my business. In every other industry, they use a system that will manage marketing, sales, client journey, and retention. In our coaching, consulting, and training business, we only use one system, and that system is to manage marketing, it's to manage the sales, and it manages everything in the business. Now, imagine only continuing using the network system. You are basically a business owner or a self-employed individual who is walking. You come up against me or one of my team, we are effectively riding a motorbike in comparison, because we have so much that is done for us and automated and systemized that it means we can handle a much larger capacity of clients. It means we can maintain consistent relationships. Automation is not just about technology. For me as a business owner, automating a process and putting it into a system means that I don't have to manage it. So automation can either be technology or it can be people. But in my experience, from building multiple businesses, now having hit £20 million in revenue, you need a process, you need a system, and then you can bring in a person. If you really want to systemize and scale, then you need a marketing and sales piece of software that builds your business. So up until the beginning of 2024, I was using multiple different systems to manage my mortgage brokerage outside of compliance. We had one for email marketing. We had one for customer journey. We had one for text messages. We had to use Zapier to get everything to talk to each other. We were using Typeform to collect client information. We were using Calendly to get people booked in. We were having to build multiple different funnels across our website so that we knew specifically if we ran an ad, the lead came from that ad to make sure that I was maximizing our budget. That used to cost me in excess of £450 plus per month to run a 7-figure brokerage. That was insane. Remember when you used to get to Christmas, you'd go up into the loft, you'd get all the Christmas lights out, you'd lay them all down, you'd plug them in, and the buggers wouldn't turn on. And it was because one of those bulbs in that chain was broken. You had to then find which bulb it was, which took you hours. You had to then think about just going and getting another whole set of lights to go on your Christmas tree because it was too much of a ball ache trying to fix the current set. Well, we have solved that whole entire problem now. Twice in my 16-year directly authorized history, I've tried to develop my own CRM system that would go from A to Z, that would manage as soon as that inquiry was made, right the way to the point of retention and creating raving fans with our customers, our clients, our emails, our marketing, etc. And I just don't have big enough pockets. That's why networks and the industry only focuses on the compliance aspect, because as soon as you bring in all the marketing aspect, it doesn't work. As of this year, in April 2024, I have now resided to the fact after 16 years that I need 2 systems. So I have now launched Active CRM. We're up to about 45, maybe 50 users now, and it works alongside the network system. We have 0 duplication, which is, I know, one of the biggest fears for people in having 2 systems. They work perfectly together. Most of my advisors spend time on Active CRM. Most of my administrators spend time on Acre. All of our marketing is done through Active CRM. And here's the 5 key things that it does for us and can do for you, but equally that you need to think about in your business if you want to systemize and scale. If you want more leads, more sales, and more profit, these 5 things are the key. Number 1, automation. Now, the first thing you automate is get rid of tasks and giving them to somebody else. That's a form of automation. Something happens without you having to do it. With technology, you can automate your emails, you can automate your social media, you can automate responses when something happens. Someone clicks on a link and something else happens. You send an email, someone replies, and the system, or AI now, can respond on your behalf. They don't know it's AI, it's very humanized. You have a landing page and someone clicks on a button, goes through to the thank you page, and automation puts them directly into the calendar, sends them reminders for that appointment. If you've ever had an appointment with me or come to any of my live Zooms where I offer training for free and utilize QR codes, etc., you will have seen that we have this in our training business, and it's exactly the same in our mortgage business. Automation is about saving you time and allowing you to focus on the highest value activities you can. The second thing is email marketing. You know that I spoke about this only a few weeks ago. Without email marketing, you are risking huge amounts of failure. 50 out of every 100 leads will never ever buy from you. 42 to 43 will buy from you in the next 90 days to 2 years, and 7 or 8 out of that 100 will buy from you in the next 90 days. So if you're only relying on those 7 or 8, you're never going to be profitable. You're always going to be struggling for leads. Where you start to focus on the 42 to 43 is by nurturing that relationship through content marketing, but also through email marketing. You have to get someone's name, number, and email address, get it into your database, and consistently nurture them until they raise their hand and say they're ready for a call. Number 3 is our social media planner. Kiefer used to have to post my content individually across all of the individual channels. We tried Buffer, we tried Hootsuite. It's another monthly expense that you have to pay out for. And we found that our reach was drastically reduced. We found that our posts didn't get the same results as when we did them natively on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook page, YouTube. It was a nightmare. Even LinkedIn, nothing performed as well until we started using the social media planner in Active CRM. Everything is scheduled, everything is organized, no reduction in reach or views. And more importantly, if we want to reuse that same post, which I recommend you do at least every 30 days, you click the clone button and it goes again. It simplified his whole entire delivery of our content, which means that he can focus more on ideation, research, and getting us more views and results from our social media efforts rather than the posting. Number 4, funnels. As I mentioned, I had to get my web developer to do it. We had to build it on WordPress. It used to cost me a fortune paying for his hourly rate. Then I had to supply him with the content. And the challenge was those pages had to be unlisted, so then they couldn't be found, so therefore we could drive ads straight to it. Nightmare. What we now have the capability within Active CRM to do is it has a whole funnels section. You can build a landing page where you can offer up your details like an ebook or a video sales letter data capture form. On the page 2, you can have a sales environment where it might be to book in with a calendar or to watch a video or to provide some training. And off of the back of that, you can automate the nurture, the follow-up, the bookings, the emails, the text messages, the whole entire thing. No longer do I have to wait for my web developer to fit it in with his capacity. I can do it. My team can do it. It's so simple to be able to put this into play. We are now in control of our marketing and our sales and the number of appointments that we get. You can easily get 5 to 10 new appointments into your business and add 5K within 90 days when you follow the process and utilize the system. The fifth, and probably the most important, is that whole end-to-end customer journey. All of our new leads go into the system. My advisors work them up until the point of where the application is submitted. Of course, at the point where we're issuing the client portal, the advisor opens up Acre. But as soon as that client portal is done and the recommendation is given and the application is submitted, it's then handed over to my admin team. It's all then managed on Acre. But we have some steps for that journey inside Active CRM so that when the offer goes out, Google reviews, SMS to give us a Google review, email, various different touch points are happening automated in the system just by simply dragging and dropping the opportunity and the product through the customer journey. And not just that, when it completes, 30 days after, a task is created, an email is sent, a recommend a friend is added. 60 days after completion, it gets put into an automation that then reminds us 6 months before the early repayment charge date is due to contact the client. An email goes out, an SMS goes out. There is then ongoing nurture sequences for clients to help them to come back to us, that upsell all the things that they haven't bought, that disturb them on why they haven't got family income benefit, why they haven't got insurance. Now, the beauty of Active CRM is the fact that I give all of this stuff to my clients. You don't have to figure it all out on your own. You don't have to start from scratch like the likes of Pipedrive or Salesforce or Zoho will allow you to do. This is specifically designed and developed for people in financial services to grow and build a better business. With those 5 areas covered, you can easily hit mid-6 figures, 7 figures, have a small team, be highly profitable, because you will be getting 42 out of 43 people coming back to you out of those 100 leads, which will massively grow your sales and your profit. So I hope this high energy episode has filled you with optimism for systemizing your business and scaling your business. And if you want to learn more about Active CRM, then just check out the show notes or the link in the description where you'll be able to click. There's a live demo video to watch, which is about 35 minutes. If you like what you see, you can book a discovery call effectively with me where I'll take you through it live on Zoom and you can ask any further questions that you might have. And if you want to go ahead at that point, there's a 7-day free trial to make sure that you like it. And during that 7-day free trial, I give you our customer journey. I give you almost 37 emails and text messages. I give you a whole host of automation. And if you are a technophobe, or perhaps you just want a little bit of support rather than the DIY of building a system, then that is an availability option as well. I do one-to-one days with people. We have a whole 90-day program that we walk people through. We don't like technology to be like a gym subscription. We don't want people paying and not utilizing. We want people paying and implementing. So if you need more support, all you have to do is just ask on that live demo call. So make sure you click that link and I look forward to seeing you next week.